In addition, okay, to this, um, this is how I have it planned here. So that's why we're standing. That's why we're out there. Okay. On November 23rd, I do believe that it's self-explanatory. Okay. We do come in peace. We do. Okay. All we want to do is be out there for an hour or two. Okay. But we will be at certain particular locations. Okay. But the reason is because we're trying to definitely send a message. Okay. We will be at the court buildings. Okay. That obviously means that we're letting them know that we are in disagreement with what they've done. Okay. And standing at the court buildings basically sends a very loud message about that. Okay. So that's pretty much that. But we can be few in number. Okay, it doesn't have to be a lot of us or what have you. All right, the rest of us can either be at home or somewhere else. Or somewhere else. Okay, some other locations, guys. You guys can find that. I would say, just make sure you're spread it out at these court locations. Okay. I'm here in the city of Los Angeles. So, we have court buildings downtown. We're going to be at two. One is the major court building downtown, 111 North Hill Street, that one. And then also, of course, the criminal court building. Now, the criminal court building is very important because what we're doing is sending these people a message saying that they're criminals. Okay, that they committed a crime or crimes. Okay, and they need to be in jail. They need to be locked up and behind jail. I mean, behind bars and locked up. Okay, since they're acting like they're ignoring that and negating the fact of the truth of that. They need to be locked up behind bars for what they're trying to do and trying to steal this country, United States, from the American people. Okay, by trying to steal the presidency, okay, for the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Yeah, and in whatever ways that they can. Okay, so we're saying that we're not going for that. Okay, we're not going for them putting in someone and then ones that we expected. Okay, and then behind the scenes they're doing 50 plus, 60 plus percent, 70, 80, 90% of whatever this is that they want to do. We're not accepting that either. Okay, we will declare ourselves on November 23rd, which is 18 days after November 5th, which is November 5th is election day for the U.S. presidential election. Okay, and if we are not satisfied with our choices, okay, then we will come out on the 23rd and declare ourselves, we the people, as first of all the president of the United States of America. Let's get that clear. If you didn't know that, you didn't realize that, that's who they are. They are the president of the United States of America. They are the power here in America, in these United States. We the people. We are the power. You can forget it. Okay? You tried to steal the presidency, and we know it. Okay? So we will declare ourselves as a huge reminder to these people that we are the power, okay, to these types of decisions. You can't just override it and just do whatever this is that you want to do. You cannot. All right? You do better if they were not from this country, but that's okay. These people, at some point, we're looking for them to be, locked up behind bars and staying for a very, very, very long time for trying to do this. Okay, but the criminal court building is definitely of choice. Okay, so again, I'm here in California, and Southern California, Los Angeles, and so all across the country, guys. Definitely, I would definitely encourage you guys to do this. But this is where we're going to be at. Okay, is the criminal court building, and then we have the other court buildings that where there's small claims, family court, all the other court cases that have them. I would say those court cases too, because I'm sorry, court buildings too, because these people have done a lot of things to the American people, to citizens. A lot of things, taking things from people, just a lot of things. So that would go with those court buildings as well. Okay, so standing there, guys, I know it could be like a crowd of us, right? So, what in order for them to not eliminate the whole event, guys, because it's so important, like it's extremely important. So, if we had to minimize it down to like 6 or 8 people, guys, we really need to do that, okay? With like our posts, our signs, and then we're going to be as respectful and peaceful as we possibly can, okay, guys? So get your posts, your signs, your shirts, whatever this is that says, USA flags, all of these different things, guys. And then be supportive, and guys, kind of spread out, okay, like 6 feet or from each other, like if they were across the street from each other, something like that. If they're not okay with the ones across the street, whatever they're not okay with, then we have to respect that. Even if it came down to like, no, we don't want you here, whatever this is, that's going to be on them. But we'll find some other place to be at, okay? That's what it is. If you find problems with you being in front of or around the court buildings and it's a problem, then guys, you have to go somewhere else, guys. If it's a park, or if it's some other open space, or if it's some other buildings. Now this is going to be downtown for us, so maybe it's some other federal or a court or state building or something like that that's of importance, guys, or any particular place, guys, where you can stand and be in front of there. The overcrowding, it will be a problem, okay? So we don't want to do that. Again, guys, we're doing this in peace. Okay, at that point where we've had it, I do get that, but we have to try to still try and compose ourselves and keep ourselves together. Just hold up your signs, get your T-shirts and whatever this is, all the things that you would need. And if you're going to be voicing, like you're speaking about what's going on, I do get that, but I'm looking at like an open space, okay, like a more of an open space somewhere where you guys would be able to do that, okay, where people can hear you and they can they can understand. But again, let them know it's you're peaceful, you come in peace, you're just sending a message, okay? We don't want like chaotic situations or volatile situations. If there's any situations like that goes on, you guys should know that just disperse, just walk away, go somewhere else, go to another location. Relocate is basically the point there. Just relocate somewhere else, okay, guys. And then continue on with your message, okay? About an hour or two being out there with this event right here for November 23rd. 18 days after election day here in America, which is November 5th. This 2024 U.S. presidential election. If we do not get who we are expecting, okay, and the way that we are expecting, okay, we want them to be free, okay. Our choices, I've already mentioned them. Kamala Harris, okay, if she's not elected as a president, or if it is not Trump, okay, elected as our president here and for the United States of America. Okay, these are the two that we're expecting. Okay, or any other persons that is considered to be trusted by the American people. Okay, who we know, we're familiar with, or we have some sort of backing with them, or they have some sort of I don't know, we trust them. Okay, and we would select them. Okay, we the people would select them as long as they are for America. We're good, and as long as they are not with this group and these people who are trying to take over America and turn it into a nightmare, okay, and trying to steal the presidency. Like, we don't want them, none of them, okay, and we don't want them behind the scenes trying to, take any percentage. We really want these people locked up behind bars, and if not, then let's put them in a designated area, watch and monitor them until every last one of them are behind bars, serving time, and locked away for a very, very, very long time. Okay, we don't have time for like games and gimmicks and we'll do if you do part and you guys can keep this and we'll keep that. Look, first of all, we're not doing any of that. This is your crook and your criminals, and we're not negotiating with you. Okay, We don't care what your attacks are, what your threats are. We don't care. You're citizens here too. So the chances of us beating you is good. Okay, that's what that means. That's what that means. So anyway, you trying this, you're going to jail or prison for a very long time. Okay, so you need to stay out of our way and know and understand that something like this was never going to work. It was never going to work. So we really want them out of the way. We're working on it, and more people hear about it. They'll be working on different things, different ideas, different divisions, and from law enforcement to judicials, and just everything in between. To try to figure out how to arrest every single last one of these people and put them up behind bars, okay, where they belong, so that America can move on from this, whatever this was. I mean, this is something that doesn't even, I mean, it happens, but not like this. I mean, this is really ridiculous that these people got this far with this. They either were going to obviously completely come out with this, and then we would have been so overwhelmed we just wouldn't have known what to do. Okay, but we're fighting here, and it's because they're halfway through their mission, or some things aren't really as they expected it to be, or is not as strong as whatever this is. We don't know, we don't care. We're catching you steal from us and doing all this other stuff, and you're trying to steal the presidency and take out some very important people, and we definitely have a problem with that. Okay, you're caught, you're exposed, and from our point of view, you need to be locked up forever. Okay, because you're a citizen here of the United States of America, and you should have never thought to do something like this. Okay, so we the people are taking back our power. Okay, when we declare on November 23rd, or anytime that we declare that we are in disagreement with what these people claim to do, or what they're trying to do, or what they want to do, or have done, or whatever this is. Okay, we disagree. We don't agree with that. Okay, we think that things should be done a certain type of way, a certain way, the way that this country is functioned normally, standardly, basic, however this is, the way it is normally done. That's the way that we want it to be done. Okay, with all these plans, secret plans that these people have to really destroy the citizens of America, or however this is, get rid of them or what have you. Like, yeah, you're exposed. And guess what? Yeah, we want you to be gotten rid of, because you tried to get rid of us without our knowledge, doing things behind our back in secrecy, trying to come out as this grand candidate, so that people will never see or know that you actually wanted to destroy them, that you actually wanted the worst for them instead of the best. And that is how you were going to win them over. And then take out the other take out the other candidates, and then have people just, vote for them. Okay, vote for you, so that, because they've already wooed people and made them believe, by being deceptive, made people believe that they would be the best candidate, but they are the actually opposite of that. Yeah, so you're totally exposed here, and we're declaring that we are the president of these United States of America. That is who holds the power. That is who's in domination. That is who's in ruling here. Is we the people, all the citizens of America. We hold the power. It's us. It's with us. That's how it's ran. That's how it's been always going. And this is what we will declare on November 23rd. Guys, wherever you can, okay, wherever you're allowed to, okay, try to be low in the numbers, okay, just kind of disperse. I'm sorry, just kind of be in different places, and be a little spaced out, okay, 6 feet amongst each other, or something like that, or however this is. And be respectful. Do pay attention to the things that you should in the area, or what have you. Don't do things that can get you taken away from the location, okay, because you're trying to be out there for a while. And however this is, guys, however long you guys want to be out there, but I would suggest a few hours, okay, 1 to 2 hours, or something like that. You're gonna have people doing this all throughout the day. okay, or however this is on November 23rd. We are just out there saying that, we're standing, against these people who have, this is assuming that I'm sorry guys, I should have said this from the beginning. This is assuming that these people have declared that they are the president of the United States of America. And they are not the choices that we were expecting, okay? And they have officially declared themselves that they are over us, they're in domination, they're in position of the president or some title, power title like that. And we had no knowledge of it or whatever this is, or it's not going, if it doesn't go the way that it was expected, like with the US presidential election. Because what they've done and what they do is try to, let's say they say, well, people voted for us. Well, what do you mean? How did there's not a lot of people know about you? You just got known like last night or something. I'm serious. Where everything went viral, where it was on the radio and all this other stuff. But that's because they bogarted. That's because they threatened people. That's because they attacked people. That's because they were bending their arm, leg, feet, and all that. That's because they kidnapped a few people that they knew. That's because they did a lot of things to bend these people's arms, stuff, okay, and to make these people say and agree with them that we're voting for such and such. Okay, this is the type of this is what we're dealing with. Okay, so it's not going to happen. You know what? It's not going to happen that way either. Okay, you're stealing votes. All right, and this is not right. Okay, however you did it, this is thievery. Okay, and we know it. All right, and you're not the president of us because you wanted to make it official, but it's not official. These are stolen votes or whatever this is. Okay, and you're not the president of us. You're not the expected or none of that. We have two main persons who are running for president of the United States of America, and we know who they are. Main persons, okay? That's at the top. We were not confused. Okay, and there are other people who are on the list as well. And, some people are very familiar with almost every person on the list who ran for the 2024 U.S. presidential election here. Okay, they know them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, so you're not going to pull the wool over our eyes or whatever this is. Have us be psyched out. Whatever way this is, we are expecting those who we know and who we're comfortable with and who we trust. Okay, in some sort of way, shape, form, or fashion. Even if we disagree with them, those are the ones who we're expecting. Okay, all right. We know you like to do the divide and conquer thing too as well, but we know who's supposed to be. Okay, it's either this one or that one or that one or this one or even that one, if there's some type of emergency or something there, that one or those over there. Okay, that's what we're expecting, not people who want to destroy America and turn it into some sort of nightmare for whatever reasons they have. Okay, we're standing to say that we the people hold the power here in this country as a reminder to these people. Okay, all right guys, just be as casual, as comfortable as you possibly can. Enjoy your day, have a beautiful one. Be out there for however long you want. It doesn't have to even be an hour. Okay, let's spread out, let's be respectful. Hopefully local and law enforcement everywhere in the country will be understanding to this. Guys, I can't tell you what to do, but what I'm suggesting is that there be, like, even if it's like six, okay, there at these court buildings, okay, the criminal court buildings and pretty much all court buildings, but or mainly those two, the ones that I'm describing here for Los Angeles, the ones downtown, the criminal court building, and the other one for like small claims court, family court, all those things. I'm suggesting like 6 to 8, people just spread out. And then they're going to be there from about an hour to 2 hours, and not being, anything like rude or disrespectful or, just vibes or anything like that. No, peaceful, but, sending their message. They'll have their posts, and things like that, and nothing against the USA, nothing against America. But just saying that, we the people hold the power, and as a reminder, to everyone, and then sending the message to these people that, hey, you know what, we know that we're the ones in control, not you. Okay, we know we're the ones with the power, okay, to make the decisions for who is going to be the president of these United States of America. We know who it's supposed to be, and we're the ones who are supposed to put that person or those people in their position. Okay, you don't just put yourself in position, self position, or whatever this is. You don't do that. Okay, so that's what we're suggesting. Okay, and then it could be anywhere 6, 8. Okay, 8 p.m. That's kind of late. 6 is pretty late as well. Um, 4 p.m. 8 or 8, either of those times. We are do plan on being peaceful. Okay, just having our signs or whatever this is. Where they'll have like their flag, maybe a tire or something that they have or something like that. And just it really is considered to be light, even though it's a strong, it's sending a strong message, but it is to be considered to be light. Okay, not like heavy, like we're trying to fight or something like that. You know what I mean? We're not coming in like a negative energy, like we're not doing that. This is about how can your message go through or get through if you're not keeping yourself composed. You know what I mean, and not doing not doing too much and going off too far to the left. No one is ever going to hear you if you're not keeping yourself composed. And then people can't hear directly what your message is. For you being going overboard or whatever this is. If there are those that are speaking, that are talking, it is to be at a respectful level, at a respectful tone, and to be seen as people and persons that are, they come in peace, okay, and they're just up there for a little while, and they're just speaking on about what's going on for today, for that day, the November 23rd, okay. You shouldn't expect any pretty much negativity or anything like that. Please don't take anything personal. Or think that this is a negativity or anything, like I said, anything against the USA or the America. No, it's not that. Anything that's it's not to be looked at or seen as anything like that. That's not what we out there. Um, okay, or like like just being out there and just like misbehaving or something like that, or just beginning out of order or something out of line. No, we that's something we want to thwart as well. That's something we want to avoid as well. Like that's not why we're out there. Okay, it's definitely supposed to be positive, good vibes. It's supposed to be about sending the message and about America, American spirit, about our freedom, our liberty, and us standing for that. Okay, and us declaring ourselves to be in charge of us, or to be over us, rather than these people who are trying to take America and destroy it or what have you. Okay, that's pretty much what that is, what the message is. Okay, so please be patient with them. Please allow them some time out there. Okay, and then please understand why it is that they're out there. Okay, that would be helpful. I'm like I said, I'm thinking an hour or two. Okay, and then people could be anywhere from 8 in the morning to about 6. Okay, 6 p.m. Whichever state they're in, and then or 4 p.m. Okay, something like that. Okay, that's what I'm thinking that would be some type of reasonable thing. So you got people coming in at different times and at different locations. It shouldn't ever get to the point to where is it gets like any type of chaoticness or volatile or anything like that. They're actually instructed or like suggested, very much so, instructed, okay, to disperse and leave if it's leave the area if it is a problem, okay, and to relocate. Okay, go somewhere else and just relocate. Okay, and it's never to be disrespectful to the buildings, okay, to the court buildings or to any official buildings, either downtown or however this is, state buildings or anything like that. We're not trying to be disrespectful, insensitive, overruling or just trying to be, out of order or out of place, by being in front of them, like, what I mean, just so overly just disrespectful or something here. We're saying that we respect them, and we're saying that, with the courts, they would have these people, if we had things going the way it should be, then the courts are going to be the ones that's going to judge these people. That's basically our message there with that as well. Okay, as far as being in front of the court buildings, is to remind these people, like, hey, you guys, you did something wrong, and the courts are going to judge you on this at some point. And that's pretty much what that is. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So that's pretty much what it will be. I will definitely be by 8 in the morning. Okay. Possibly at the criminal building. Okay, criminal court building here in Los Angeles, downtown. Somewhere on one of the corners there. Okay, guys. Again, let's watch the numbers. Okay, let's be spaced out. Let's be respectful of each other's space. Okay, let's be respectful of others. Let's be respectful of people walking, that type of thing. Okay, all of that, people around, and things like that. Let's be respectful. Definitely. So I'll be there, probably till 10, or so. Okay. But then for the rest of you that want to stay, you're staying. You're coming at different hours, different times of the day. For November 23rd. That's fine. See you. You'll see you when you're out there. Yeah. But definitely spaced out, guys. Anytime they ask that, they're saying, oh, or they ask you to remove yourself, then that means you have to relocate and go somewhere else. Okay. With your signs, with your posts, with your attire, your flag wear, your red, white, and blue, however this is, guys. Okay, definitely. Okay, let's just just relocate. It's like the easier thing to do. Okay, and just find an area where they're not asking you to do that. Okay. And definitely, if you see that, it's 8 or 11 people in a spaced out, or however this is, then, go to another building or something like that. And, it might be one or two of you, and you got your signs, and, people are, seeing it, or, however this is, and they're getting the message, or however this is, guys. Okay. So definitely, let's do that. Let's be mindful. And you can be anywhere, guys. Okay. It doesn't have to be the court buildings. Okay. You can be anywhere, with these, with your signs, with your shirts out there, wherever, guys. Okay. You could be having a house meeting, or house gathering or something this year, or something like that. Rented space, buildings, whatever this is, where you guys are, what this is, November 23rd. You guys are, saying that, hey, we're in disagreement of this. And today is a day that, we the people are saying that we're in disagreement with these people who are claiming, to be over us, and to be, the president of the United States. We're saying that we disagree with them today, that we disagree. Okay, it's not, we do not agree. We're challenging that. Okay. So it can be anywhere and anything. Okay, whatever this is that you want to do, guys. Let's be respectful of the traffic. Okay. All right, let's be in the streets, and however this is, let's park where we need to park, or however this is. Okay. Let's just be mindful of these things. Okay. All right, guys, and it should go, fairly easy. Okay. Anything, like I said, that's disruptive or chaotic, or, craziness, just relocate. Just, I mean, if it gets crazy, or if it gets starting to get, or you get asked to leave, just relocate. Okay. Just don't even, allow it to be a problem or an issue. Just go somewhere else. And post up and be there for, some time, or however long you'd like to be there. Okay. All right, guys. I would say don't stay out too long. 8 o'clock would be late. Okay. 8 p.m. would be late. Okay. And then you have 6 p.m. is kind of, cutting it too with the late time. Okay, 6 p.m. But again, guys, of course we do it. I say this because being out too late, or just like, we don't want, there to be any extra things or other things that could be problematic or an issue. So the earlier we get in, the earlier we kind of end it, because people's been out all day, if you think about it. So the later, the earlier we cut it, then the better. We can do something else with our day, or what have you. So with the rest of our day. Okay. Remember, guys, this is not about, fighting each other or fighting others. If others are trying to fight you, just get out of the area and leave from there. Okay. Don't even give any feedback or don't even be negative or anything like that. Okay. And respect law enforcement, guys. Okay. Please do that. And if they ask you to leave, let's just do that. We have entirely too many issues that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis, personally and in other areas of our lives. And then you just never know what we're going to have to face with this, okay, with all these changes here, even with a new president, which should be fine. I mean, have you the choices that we want. But if there's a challenge with these people, and which is the reason why we would be out there, okay, November 23rd, if we get the president that is expected, guys, okay, whether this is your choice or not, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if it is these people here, okay, who are trying to make America something that it's not, okay. Those are the ones that we're out there for. We're against and we're disagreeing with, not each other, okay. Okay, so let's just pay attention to what's important for that day. Avoiding trouble, chaos, misunderstandings and things like that. It should be, if we can do that, then we should be able to get through the day. Okay. All right, guys. Let's know that we're not challenging, law enforcement or anything like that. Okay. We're not challenging each other. We're not against each other here in the United States of America. Okay. We're not, it's not them. Okay, it's none of them. None of they're not trying to destroy America. These people who are a part of that agenda and a part of these people who are doing that, then that's them. If you think you ran across them, you need to just exit as soon as you possibly can. Don't go back and forth with them. You don't want to do that. Just get away from them. Okay, if you think that they're with them or something, definitely exit the location or what have you. Get away from them. And let's just stick with our agenda and know that this is what we're doing. We're standing on November 23rd, and just to disagree with these people who would have by then declared themselves to be the president of the United States of America, or in power, or in some sort of dominance over the United States of America and the citizens in it. And then we are therefore challenging that and saying that we disagree, and that we ourselves, we the people, are the president of the United States of America. Because we're saying that we hold the power to that, which is true. Okay, which they override it, and that's the problem. Okay, guys. So everywhere, wherever you can be out there, guys, anywhere from 8 a.m., wherever you are, wherever state you are in. For some reason, those people who are not a part of the U.S., you want to be, if you can, guys, help us out, and celebrating at least in some sort of way, or showing some type of the same thing that what we're doing. But yeah, from 8 a.m., guys, to I would say 6 p.m. Okay, 8 p.m. would be too. It would be late. I mean, hopefully everything is going good. Okay. But yeah, from 8 to 6 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, anytime between there, you can be out for an hour, 2 hours, or less. Okay, or longer, guys. It just depends. Okay, I'm just saying, with the sun, if it's hot or something like that, or however the temperature is where you are. For November 23rd, we are officially we'll be standing for America, for this country, saying that we, the people, are the power to these types of decisions. Okay, you can't just override it and override us, and make decisions on your own to be president of the United States of America. And you certainly can't go about it by stealing. Okay, trying to steal your way to that position. Okay, and that's what we're out there doing. Okay, guys, remember to be spaced out and respectful. All these things, all these different things. You can play this back, and so you can hear it again, so you can know what you need to do and everything like that. Any problems, any issues, major, minor, however this is, just disperse and get out of the location. Get out of the area and relocate. Go somewhere else where you don't have to worry about that type of thing. Okay, blocks over, or a mile or however this is. Okay, just relocate, go somewhere else where you don't have to worry about all that. Okay, all right, guys. Definitely, this is what we're gonna do on November 23rd. If those people who are trying to take over America, who are trying to run it, who are trying to steal everything they can from American people, and trying to destroy the citizens of America here, um, if they declare themselves to be the president of the United States of America or such titles by this date, November 23rd. Okay. In any particular major ways. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. You can play this back and I'll leave this up here for you. Okay. All right. Guys, one more thing. Definitely, on reflecting on this day and this time for November 25th, we really do want to just, take out the time to know that we are, out here pushing for this, okay, for this change, for us to get the right people into the office, okay, for us to have a president who is for us. Okay, this is important. This is something that we need to fight for. Okay, and that we need to make sure is our focus. Okay, from now through November 5th. Okay, or up until that time, November 2023. Okay, November 23rd. Okay, just as a reminder. Okay, guys. All right, let's do it. Okay.